And we were very, very happy to see several months ago that Forrester have named Checkpoint as one of the Zero Trust platform leaders. And for that, we wanted to deep dive and to learn more. And we've asked the company of Miercom, you've seen Miercom a bit before, we've asked Miercom to run another assessment for Zero Trust platform. I'm very, very happy and excited to announce that this assessment is available for all of you today. Who will be better than me to talk about this platform rather than Rob Smithers, the CEO of Miercom. Rob, come on stage. Rob!
Hey, Eyal.
Hey, it's great seeing you.
Appreciate the warm welcome.
Thank you for coming to Vegas. Where did you come from?
It's great to be in Vegas for CPX 2024. I tell you, any excuse to get out of New Jersey in the winter, I'm there. Someplace warm.
So last week we met in New York City. Last year we met in New York City. This year we are meeting here in fantastic Las Vegas. And I'm so excited to see the assessment that you've done for Zero Trust. Maybe we start with the beginning. Everybody here is in the journey for Zero Trust. How do you see the benefits, the advantages of this journey, Rob?
And I love the journey. It's not a destination. It's a lot of work to do to get there, to keep working on it. So Zero Trust, it's not anything new. I think 15, 20 years ago, protecting your premise, firewall. You want to stop everything from coming in, only permit things that you trust. So the concept of Zero Trust isn't new. What's made it challenging now are two things that's made it super challenging now. It's no longer just protecting your perimeter and your premise equipment. You have everybody literally working from everywhere, on the plane, at home, during a convention, in the office, all accessing all these resources everywhere. So the attack surface is huge. So when you look at Zero Trust application now, huge attack surface for the enterprises because of the people and the resources. The second most challenging thing is if you look at Forrester, Gartner, we use NIST 800-207, there's 51 distinct elements to Zero Trust that you have to consider. Multiple products, multiple solutions to provide a Zero Trust platform experience. So it's complicated. Zero Trust is inherently complicated from all the things you look at, from the attack surface as well as the elements of what Zero Trust is defined as. Your benefit is if you can do that well, if you can effectively provide that security across that entire environment and provide that Zero Trust experience, you are going to cover the gaps in your organization. And that's what you want to do. You want to cover those security gaps. You want to buy a clean, effective coverage across your enterprise.
Yeah. And I'm sure that people really are taking a part of this journey and identify with that. And let's start delving into the assessment that you've run and published today. We're not revealing the results yet. That will be in a second. I see that you selected, there are like 10 playbooks or user stories that you decided to assess and compare between different vendors. Can you tell us a bit more about why these, what's important about them, what's common?
So these use cases, we actually didn't pick them, the enterprises have. These are things typically that security administrators have to do, perhaps every day. These are very important, critical tasks. And we thought no better way to put in context Zero Trust, the massive attack surface, and what does this mean? By demonstrating those use cases and how effective can we accomplish these things by applying Zero Trust principles. Won't go over all 10 use cases. You can download the report off the Miercom or Checkpoint site. But one of my favorites is the cross-platform ZTP. That's a clientless Zero Trust network access is that use case. That's amazing. Clientless Zero Trust network access across your entire environment was that use case. Combination of effectiveness of deploying it with overall security efficacy. A lot of the standard other ones for providing security to stop malware, malicious URLs, where users can go and can't go, those are also mixed in there. But in context of use cases we can all understand, that's something that we could present and make a clear argument for Zero Trust.
So you selected 10 use cases, you took 5 vendors. I want to see the results. Do you still want to see the results? Let's take a look at them. Okay, wow, these are good results. And what we can see here, security efficacy, admin user experience, we can see Checkpoint at the top. I'm very, very impressed of that. And maybe wanted to ask you to explain a bit about the x-axis, the y-axis. What do we see here, Rob?
Well, I imagine I wouldn't be here if you weren't at the top. But putting that aside, you definitely earned, Checkpoint earned this. It was a very challenging review, and compliments to all the vendors who participated. We're looking at 3 things. This kind of puts all the use cases together, the whole experience together. Obviously, in the upper right is where you want to be, good neighborhood to be. We're looking across the x-axis, across the bottom. The more you go over to the right, that's the overall user experience. That's the end user who has to live with the policies you've made, and oh geez, I really want to go to this website, it's important to me for my research. The end user experience, as well as the administrator's experience to configure those policies across the entire platform effectively, without overlap, without conflict. So the user experience is very important. 95% of your major breaches are due to some kind of human error. 97% of all breaches could have been avoided by more effective security policies applied ubiquitously across an organization. So that user experience, let them do their job effectively, is critical. That's the bottom axis. Up on the vertical axis is the overall security efficacy. Of course, block zero-day malwares, block malicious URLs, don't go to this site, don't allow this in, all those things. But we also look at how well the solution, the Zero Trust Platform solution, could provide that security effect in this environment. So if it's very hard to do or you're likely to make a mistake, your security efficacy is going to go down. So it's not just a measure of how well you block stuff. The last element, the third element, last element, and I'll finish, is the size of those dots. The size of those dots is important. The relative size of those dots means Zero Trust Platform completeness. And this is important, because if NIST says there's 51 elements and all these different products, you want to have a vendor that has completeness for that Zero Trust. So you don't have all these diverse solutions, single pane of glass. Checkpoint scores a 3 out of 4 for Zero Trust Platform completeness, tied with another vendor. Other vendors, not bad. So that completeness is going to give you a ubiquitous solution across single pane of glass and allow you to manage all that together. So again, congratulations to Checkpoint. Earned it. We're not giving it to you, so well done.
Thank you so much. This is so inspiring. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
I wish, Rob, I had the ability to spend a few moments with you and ask about more questions about Rob Groves, about the next generation firewall platform. But time's been running very, very, very fast today, this morning. And we would like to organize a few more announcements for us to make today. So thank you, Miercom, and we'll see more, Rob, on the booth.